the ruling. In 1994, soldiers took over and suspended the constitution of the Gambia and banned all political parties. From 1994 to 1996, political sanctions were lifted and a new constitution, known to be the 1997 constitution also, was drafted and taken to a referendum in 1996 and was adopted and registered in the public gazette in 1997, becomes an effective law of the Gambia. But in 1996, soldiers resigned from the army and then contested presidential elections under the leadership of TV&MEDIA Jammeh, and the outcome of that 1996 presidential elections emerged the APRC regime, which was the second regime in the Gambia. And then after 22 years later, Gambians went to the polls as a form of the revolution and then elected the incumbent president Adama Barrow. Almost 5 years now, Gambians are back to the poll to elect a leader who will bring a system change in the Gambia.
Fale nyami nyama parti leader feeling sending after kakeva asan kon atmola minna ta kodin kala ulta la korra kono bai tan di kala nyami nyama sending feeling after ala kakeva fai asan kon sending
Yeah.
The camera phones. So, Mr. Camera phone.
Sorry.
No.
Are you?
Can we do our jobs? Guys with the phones.
Well,
Can we do our jobs?
we're doing our jobs.
Yeah, I know.
yeah but I want to
Space, please. Please, I'll space. Just give him a space.
yeah we will do this
Space. Wow, please. Space, huh? Yes. You will have space. Still, you need space. The more you spend it, huh? The more you can have. Please.
Let's go back to the window. Yeah?
Talk to them. They know. I need to know when you need space.
Commando. Yeah. That's more easier, yeah. It's more easy. Commando. We can be in front.
You know, what you need is clear.
Okay.
No yeah, sorry,
udah ditanno la dula to banku do men kambe da kan abdala bero fayda do do min bela ni
Please, media, can you please move behind a little bit so the party leader can have space? Kindly, you will be able to see him from any distance.
Fajara 307.
Yes, I'm here.
okay
Fajara Darboe is 307.
307.
307. Fajara Darboe 307.
ya page 9 294
294, yes, page 9.
Dan may joxe nga sa carte.
I have voted.
Man fi lay em.
Ah.
Well, this is supposed to be secret ballot voting, please.
no I don't have it here in the interview be makalamundo I think it's better
I just will be outside.
but wait Bob
Mr. Savali.
Bob
Right there.
Media, can you guys move back a little bit?
Yeah, Mr. Dow, what's up? Not there.
Please, now, watch the media.
Well, what can you wait?
The party leader has already voted. He will say a few words to the media. Kindly move back away from the IEC people. Kindly, please. The media.
Please move back a little bit, please. Just a little bit. Let's keep moving. He's coming.
Please.
He's coming now. Let's keep moving. Okay.
Please.
Can you move back? He wants to move forward a little bit, please.
Hello.
Can you please move back a little bit? Please. Can you move back?
No, let's move on.
That's all. Please move back a little bit. Yeah, please. Leave somewhere. Let's go, boss. Yeah. They have to go in there. Please give way a little bit, please. Can you please give way a little bit? Let's keep going. Can you move back a little bit, please? Let's move back a little bit. He has to tell us where he's Can you move back a little bit?
We all know that history is being made, but please,
let's go back.
Give us some space.
Please move back a little bit, yeah? Please move back a little bit.
Can you fit the media? Let's go. By the car.
Please move back a little bit. Let's go.
Okay. So he wants to give thanks to the people who vote. So he should be out of
Please move back a little bit. Move back, boy. Move back a little bit.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen of the press.
Move back a little bit, yeah?
The party leader will
Let's
say
go back.
a few
Let's go
words.
back. Please move back.
Go back to our voting.
Let's go back.
Please.
He can stand.
Okay, move back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit, please. Let's move back, please. But Kay, take it easy, boy.
He's about to speak.
Guys. Move back.
Media, please. Where are the securities? Please come on and help.
One at a time.
Please move back.
Right now he's speaking to the
Lydia, let's go to pipeline. You can speak to him from there.
Please, ladies and gentlemen of the press, can we even have a minute of silence so that the party leader can say a few words and then go back home? I'm sure we are all interested in hearing what he has to say. Please.
Let's wait. Hey, wait, he's speaking.
Please, the party leader is saying that he does not want what happened to the nomination. Kindly give us 1 minute.
I think gentlemen of the press.
Gentlemen of the press.
You will really give a good example to ordinary Gambians that you will not be unruly, that whatever you do will be with great decorum. Because otherwise, if you, the people that we think are the educated people that we think should really help us do things rightly. If you do things in this way, I don't think it's going to be right. So let us help our fellow Gambians to behave in a way. What I want to say is that I have cast my vote. Alhamdulillah, thanks to God, praise be to Him. He has given me life to witness today. He has given me health to conduct my campaign the way I wanted to conduct it. The various regions we visited, we found them very accommodating. There was no hostility. And I want to say that I'm also particularly thankful to the government for giving me a 32-man contingent to provide me security all throughout my campaign. And what I would implore every Gambian is to stay calm. No one should engage in acts of provocation, whether by conduct or by word. For if you do so, we will be destabilizing our country. We will be giving opportunity to anarchists to throw this country into chaos, and it's in nobody's interest. As I said at Vorte, remember, we are in the tourist season. The slightest disturbance in this country will drive away all the tourists, and then that will lead to the laying off several of our young men who are working in this industry. We are talking about youth employment, so we do not want to do anything that will really jeopardize the position of those who are already engaged. So please, let us all keep our cool, as the Ndongos in Havda would say, or Banza would say, and then whoever wins, celebrates, and whoever loses, commiserate. But I do not think there will be winners and losers in these elections. I don't think so.
Mr. Darboe, how do you see yourself? One at a time. Apart from your peace message, which is very important for this country, how do you rate your success in this election?
I'm not in the game of prediction.
This is a statement, it's not a press conference. Please.
I'm not in the state.
Yes, we just came to vote, as the party leader has said. We will do a press conference later in the day.
I'm not in the business of predictions. I have cast my vote, and I'm going to wait to see.
Mr. Darboe, did
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Yes, I think our car is.
That's it.
But this made a mistake. This man made a mistake.
Alman.
Yeah, he's getting down into the car. But people are mobbing him.
Badingol ko min bela witness nyolo atumola mina party leader ala karre fay ko mi pipeline Fajara sato ko min kada Fajara section de Sabina kami ngamoyla adiamura akibar kala le kabe ngate fayo kola tumola minna anara kanala nyanto ke kami banku dingo memu la nyanto di kate 6 kilo membul pour yana ko yana kas ngaja padi lida nala numu nyo flol nada ningeda aja amay ndurdi ani aja sali adabo kana ela kardo fay jam sa intendi ngawaji umbe wala witness nyala jang amin kada sa intendi an falandi padi lida mbadan nanga aya sa intendi kami ngali aja jamin nyama mbay tan di kan lawal nyo ya
Boy, men you leak away la.
Good job, man. Good job. Good job.
Yeah, boy. On the top.
Adosida, Aegi.
Thank you. Boy, what can you sang in there?
Film cameraman for
And
you were in the history.
Yes.
It's just that I think the Gambia, we don't notice certain things. We feel we're coming at
But I'm happy, I'm alive, I'm happy, I'm content what I have.
Yeah, it's not about what you have, it's about what the country have for you. When people see brilliant veteran people, you understand, they should, like us today, we're gaining some little things from the media, or we've been recognized. But there are people who did that job before today. So you need to be recognized, you know, your efforts and all what you do.
I'm happy that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
You are one of them. You are already recognized.
Indeed.
See, if you recognize, the whole Gambia recognize.
Yeah.
You are a human. More important.
Actually. Thank you.
Yeah, God help us to succeed.
Amen.
So, okay. I can't know you. You know you.
The free advertisement voice No, but I know I have to. No, the bill has to come. You pay for my voice. Huh? But I be only nyama no. Barely Fajara pipeline. Ntaranga bero party leader. Karava abeju albe alone Sabina. Ate dalta ka bero fay waleto aning alamuso menkeda aji mandurti aji sali. O ka bero fay kotule waya fay aji salika bero fay ala kotule then ayo kele suba juna na kafu ake mama aning anti may dabo umngera first lady wodo wolle tarakata bero fay bari kununde na telephone lu soto du lalu to molbe dewndi e ko bolon kono e ba fala moli ko albero di alkana bero di Usaynu la kadu Usaynu Tidjang ya samba France le wodo kubale keda Usaynu kuno abe France bi anada Gambia ay bero faya ya jolo wodo wala na Usaynu ne nyina ba ko ako ay men sodo saadaro maso saadaro kabri ya tombon idara campagne lay nata doron ganyo kita mammi Usaynu moli ko ya bele fefen ni men kolenda fefen ni men dimita fefen ni men nyawta ya be fa men fefen ni koleda na la dimbal ya be ma han sañ wo Usaynu kilun gamen kol babala ngam fo mole wolom kumburul lon telti na liolo Usaynu kumburul du la liyo bala ko bajedi
ina yatinna ni ko be Usaynu mala nyaabe nyama dron isi problème o sota kumuru itara libondo la je
kana la nyato ka fata
ha itatla je ito bon lanode so wora akuma da pake ka molbe tentu ka ala tentu ka ala jay fan ka salin kila maka wula flol tentu ke jay kam maber nino bila dole bata pour kany lungo mabe ima soto no bari tentende ala ma ndel tujang ko ndel kanu ala ma wol fanan samba ko ndel kanu bari ko dunya ko gonni mu gato le wodo aferenti molbe duwa men ko alaji Usaynu Kunda Darboe ay ni lungo mabe aya mabe le kado tata bero faya fawele wodo duwa jabi balu modi wodo memo be tendula memo be jayla memo be nimbarala ala baraka bake fentim fudal ni pipeline Einstein ati melatron Usaynu Darboe fam be fudala ala entola ala baraka
bake wala camera bako thank you very much for your that a good analysis I been keka komi be alon ko media do ko lem antollem kilindi ndollem bakilin fakilindi ndolle nyingi aka kapati wavi aka dum pati wala ko do alhamdulillah felendi bi mfudata akate fay loro bi insa ala tendu don komi camera baya fo nyami don sala tendu annabi jayi tumola minanga bi mabe am felendi am fudata kadre fayro kadro fanam fay nyama asobe konton atol na kondola sabu muy ni la koy man kadro fay al wala ta kadro fay tumola minna sende alla pati lida felendi tambi dal nyaado ay kadro fay wada dol min tasata ko mal man findino kata kadro fay al wuli 5 aleta kadro fay fo jandi ba fala komingo sudo be wati to do an se juble sonon service sonon dati se mobe konton kotagal tolnal kontola mobe dinkira daw darandido komingal hol nyamen omo anti sali adawaldi ambi bama le bama wala modi ani alaji konte dabanani tol nyabe tidindi tol la sa intenti tumola min do pati di def len al fola korda kono ingada pipeline sato kono wala mon na anti naf wala na first lady di al nyabe tidindi na first lady la konte dabana first lady na sai duma lewe do abala ni gada Mamadou Sawali di dalen ben commando saluti alina alaji konde alnyawi hayba deli solo ni ala ko nala kanada fadal ni dalen kan kadde fa la sai te na wala ndaro den di by the time 6
Very big part.
Yes.
waaye yéen tamit nii ngeen ko defee.
baa bi nga doon baat nag. dégg nga Anti Sali mu ne ma waxal paa bi na taaloo jeegal yi. Anti Sali. ma ne paa bi mu ne nag léegi dina na taaloo jeegal yi. mu ne no time for picture. I have something to do. waaw di.
nga ne lan ngeen ma pare. dama fa ne nga ne win nañu ba pare.
interview na ma ne
ku ëppale.
ila baba Vorte le commando isa mun la no je Gambian kole
ko ala tendu ka fa alhamdulillah ka salikila ma allahumma salli ala sayyidina muhammadin wa sallim alaji Usaynu ya karto fay saying almamo yele ma fa naibul fanan kata fa le fanan kata fay ko bolamin kombo karto wolbe wolto gunjur ku keta gunjur nyin somanda ku keta sukuta suba man sali follow polling station ol fata nga fondin ke wolje ifintita somanda juno amanke taman ser nyim mati man say men be siri voda tornado hayta dawada hani america wala Donald Trump kasara adunga yan ko Donald Trump yani Adama Barrow e kalindi lunkili nela Donald Trump kasara ta Adama Barrow te tula koma kerengol bi la last date na tia tungoto Gambian ko ya decide Balonkono ya decide, CRR ya decide, Combo ya decide, Mobe kan killing, hani diaspora, man karte u fay nyawo nya, diaspora mo killing, wala phone call, waka mo tanil lulu, fay indi karte wala le, wa diaspora wala fay dama, yala ko Adama Barrow, ay wolle ka jawoti, wol fana ya decide, Gambia be karte u fay la Kaira, abe konti la Kaira na diata alaye, in declaration okeda, gagné la killing neng. The next president of the Republic, His Excellency, the Honorable Usaynu Darboe, the son of Nyani Dobo, and the freedom fighter of the Gambia, in the game for 25 years without retreating or surrendering. Modul membije inata uluole buyin di dorom bari combat mo fula te kabasele la le ngani loya membe ganjela mo yalla
bawala ko ne mo jikile soro kay tande ko UDP be willa de
ngambole foye ko kabrin Usaynu Darboe fintita bara kata fo koy nakana karton hadama di momen fintita hani yuara basse damente alon ko barola fajele ke la beste alaji Usaynu bondin di romen soto ye momen fintita ye amam finti hani nyani so sa barobe min tole gagnera lo fam wolen question ala fanya kadu jimara mama kande ho total en tol tan falno bije
Mr. Sabali, yes. With your economic background and experience, right now the Dalasi is suffering.
Yes.
If Darboe happens to win the election and you become the economic and finance minister, what will be your role to strengthen the Dalasi?
Well, I'm not sure I'll be economic or finance minister. That's something for Darboe to decide. But I know we have enough technicians, including Amadou Sane, our former finance minister. We have a lot of seasoned economists in the team, and I think the economy is actually what will make Adama Barrow lose, because unfortunately for him, his governor central bank confirmed that our economy is in tatters. He said inflation is high, inflation expectations are still higher, domestic borrowing has been at an all-time high, the exchange rate is depreciated. So the economy is going to destroy Adama Barrow, but we'll rebuild the economy, because the greatest problem with our economy here, apart from senseless, reckless fiscal policy, aided and abetted by a clueless central bank governor, apart from all, is rampant corruption, procurement corruption. A contract that should cost us 100 million, you bill it at 200 million, and the government officials share the extra. So with His Excellency Usaynu Darboe, even those who don't like him will not question his integrity. Usaynu Darboe is not corrupt. He will never preside over a corrupt government. We are going to fix all the leakages in the economy. If fiscal policy is controlled, fiscal binge is restrained automatically with a central bank that is well aware of the dynamics of our economy, the economy becomes stable. Your economy cannot grow if it is not stable, and that's why people are afraid of inflation, because you cannot even make good, prudent business decisions. Once your economy is stable, the Gambian people, the farmers, the traders, everybody is solidly behind Usaynu Darboe, because he can't do it alone. He can't do it alone with his technicians. But the traders in the market, the workers in the tourist industry, in other industries, the farmers, they all believe in the vision, the tenacity, and the resilience of His Excellency Usaynu Darboe. So we'll have a country that will all come together and speak with one voice. That's the development of the country. And the international community that clearly gave up on Adama Barrow because of his cluelessness and his irresponsible corruption that was even declared by the American government. The same corruption why the EU refused to bring in the 75 billion that they pledged, they will bring in that money into this country, because they would have had a leader that is trustworthy, that is incorruptible, that is serious, that knows how to run a state, and the Gambia will soon be on cruise control, inshallah.
The fishery industry is highly affected with policies. If you become the regime of the day, if your party becomes the regime of the day, what measures will you take against those policies that seriously affected the fishery industry?
Well, fisheries, it's the same rampant corruption that destroyed the industry. Top government officials in fisheries are on the record for sharing $100,000 between them and trawlers, operators of trawlers who are wrecking our seas. We saw for the first time in the history of this country, a whole ministry was burnt down to ashes. Still, there is no clue what happened. We know what happened. It's because of all the bad deals that they were doing. So fisheries naturally, we are open to foreign investors, we are open to foreign operators, but based on law and order, the rules of the game would have to be respected. Once they are respected, our fish stock would be restored. Our artisanal fisheries operators will be able to have fish, not only to feed their families, but also to sell. Government will enable the industry to make sure we export our fish instead of giving licenses to foreign institutions that would come and give us $5 and harvest $100,000. That's the problem. We'll fix it.
My final question is that what are some of the things that seriously affected the Gambian's economy?
Well, as I told you, it's mainly recklessness, reckless fiscal behavior. Like we saw Adama Barrow, he borrowed almost $3 billion in 1 year to go and lay foundation stones, projects that he himself knows he cannot accomplish. What has he accomplished? Akalang Road is still in tatters. So he wasted our money, delivered nothing. So we have to pay those funds. Of course, the funds were not enough. They were borrowing. The tax burden became too high on the investors and the traders. That made inflation to skyrocket. One thing about economics and the economy, even in America, once there's a change of government, confidence is restored. You say America elects a new government, the stock market responds immediately. We expect similar changes in perception, and perception matters in economics. Once that's happened, we pluck out all these rats and squirrels in our government. We put in right people who are honest and patriotic. We'll move on.
Yes, if you win, what advice do you have for your militants?
Well, our militants is to come out and celebrate as we are advised by our candidate, His Excellency Usaynu Darboe. He's been the most consistent candidate in this election that has been addressing his supporters to make sure they do not do anything outside of the law, to make sure they do not create acrimonious environment, to make sure whatever happens, we respect the opinion of our opponents, and to make sure the peace and stability of this country is not jeopardized for any reason. He just said it at the polling station.
Babala Commando, ngaje responsibility bata apatio la karole ka findi ka dia funding tole puri findi ka kadro fa UDP di ngaje somonda funding tole findi with their large numbers ka kadro fa bi nye samba nyadi wala nye jikol waran jiko samba min dolo sendi
wala ay jiko warandi bake ka to funding kewol ngalo newol man rama sakunda la kuto so nim funding kewol fintita somanda juno itata karto fay wo e jiko men tandi wolen ko Adama Barrow ala man sayati nyata ka to Barrow fa ngayon ko funding kewol wol te karto fay la funding kewol le siata ni wol fintita a nyama ye karto fay result killing leng Usaynu Darboe Vice President.
Thank you very much.
Sabali, an executive member of United Democratic Party. Right now at the home or residence.
kontaan nañ trop first of all ñu ngi sant di gërëm waa Gambie yëpp citizens yi yëpp toppa si loolu ñu ngi sant di gërëm UDP supporters youth si especially suñu yaay compagnie suñu campaign and organizing team pour sacrifice ak effort bu ñu dugal UDP from the start to date, especially this campaign. Tay election day la is presidential elections, the most important elections in the country. Lu ñoo ñaan ñëpp mooy ñu ànda seen xel ñu tey ñu dal Gambie ñu ñëpp ñoo ko bokka and nañ make sure ne rek election bi dem na peacefully and people's voices are heard through the ballot box.
Okay, loo am na pour wax UDP militants yi bu fekkee ne win ngeen loo am pour advice leen.
nañ win inshallah, and once ñu win lu ñoo advice gars yi rek nañ ñëpp celebrate ñu xam ne victory la for the Gambia, for all Gambians. ñu saanil Usaynu Darboe, ñu saanil Usaynu Darboe. We believe this is a victory for all Gambians because Usaynu Darboe su winee Gambia yëpp la mooy njëriñ. So ñu waxtaan ak suñ counterparts yi in the other parties ñu won leen ne rek politics is about nation building and unity. Kon suñ winee jarul kenn ñaawal moromam na ñëpp bennoo rek nekk benn ñu celebrate Gambia.
Mr. Bensouda, lu tax ngeen am yaakaar ne UDP dina win?
UDP na win because Gambians want change. ñëpp gis nañ dëkk bi nu moo demee for the past 5 years. We voted in Adama Barrow pour indil ñu a better quality of life. mu wàññi dunda bi. mu make sure ne Gambians have opportunities. lii yëpp amut. and gisuñ any signs or investment towards it. Opposite bi lañ gis. We see high food prices. We see high cost of living. Lack of opportunities. High crime rate. So ñun luñ yaakaaroon yëpp amut. teg ci loolu we see a high rate of corruption. at a rate bu nga xam ne even time Yaya Jammeh musuñ koo gis. So definitely we know Gambians are yearning for change. And UDP has shown them their 5-point agenda. Won nañ leen suñ diversity, suñ talent. Wone nañ ne we have a team ready to build Gambia and take Gambia to the next level.
Mr. Mayor, gis nañ ne comme youth nga ba pare gis nañ ne da nga dee mën a génn waxtaan ak youth si ward si ak place like that. Gis nañ te youth si génn nañ with their large numbers sa KMC fii nii loolu noonu fan la yóbbu wala yaakaar bi fan la yóbbu.
For now this election is historic. Musu ñoo gis the amount of youth participation. Usually dañ dee gis elders yi di participate. Wante this election soo xoolee rallies yi participation in all programs, youths are the majority. And so tam voter registration, youths constitute almost 61%. Meaning the youths are ame from nekani. And they know their power. Because in 2016, guy ñoo fi génne kuñ doon ooyee Yaya Jammeh. So I think people are more aware of the power of the ballot. So definitely we've seen, especially youths, ñi ngi bëgg a jël control. Bëgg nañ ñoom tam ñu dëkka si dëkka bu nga xam ne dem na kanam am na opportunities just like their counterparts in the world.
loo mën a wax ñeneen ñoo xam ne génnaanguñ te ñu war a dem sànni carte ñoo mën a wax gaye pour ñu génn because already party leader UDP sànni na carte ba pare.
Gis nañ ne turnout bi high na trop man pipeline la voté musuma gis that amount of voters there even in 2016 and dafa mel ni this is happening all around wante ba léegi ñi ngi motivate everybody nañ génna this is their country, this is their voice, this is the time of the people. After this time, the next 5 years, dafa nekk at the time of the politicians. Kon ñoom chance bi lañ am to put the right person in the right place, and Usaynu Darboe is the right person.
Yes, Honorable. As far as fishery is concerned, in the Gambia and your community, boo xam ne mooy Kanifing municipal, before for the past years, jigéen yi ak recently. System bi nu mu nekk di demee si market industry bi dafa doy waar because people are complaining so much about the Chinese, about the European Union, about other nationalities ñoo xam ne ñu ne dañ leen dee di stop si géej gi because jën du dee am te yow yaay mayo bi lan nga am pour wax si loolu ak lan nga xam si loolu noonu.
Waaw man duma blame Chinese yi duma blame European Union bi I blame the government of the Gambia bi suñ dëkk la. Just like any country, government moo war a teg policy sami, regulation sami, ak enforcement am. So doo mun a blame others fekk yow yaa leen jox contracts. ñooñu business people lañ dañoo ut. ñun ñoo war a am fayda xam ne lii is the livelihood of poor people in our country. ñu protect ko. Just like any serious country in the world. So ñun lu ñoo wax Gambians yi, this is their chance. Ndax napakat lañ, ndax béykat lañ, ndax ñu ngi si métier. This is their chance to put a serious government that will protect the interests of the poor, that will protect the interests of the majority, not just the few fortunate.
waaw foog nga ne UDP government su ñëwee loolu jigéen ñi lu ñoo jooy ak nit ñi lu ñoo jooy ndax ñoom dinañ mën a faj nit ñi seen fompa nit ñi seen rongoñ.
UDP special party la because it's a party of the people, grassroots party la. So xoolee party bi sort of a grassroots ñoom moom UDP. The average Gambian moo dee contribute to UDP, moo dee political UDP, moo dee sacrificial UDP. UDP amuñ choice but to protect those people's interests. So lu ma wax ñëpp moo nekk vote for their party, vote for UDP, vote for Usaynu Darboe.
Jërëjëf.
Thank you very much.
All right. yeah. I'm at 100%.
Well, others have now voted on the body.
Yeah, by 3, yeah.
Madimolo albe meyo talibe sudala kuma kan ayola moy tending abembara abanke wodi kan scientific valending ambale pipeline party leader la ko kono scientific coming albaje kan nyami nyama bale waldo scientific party leader fola ko kono pipeline chato ko
Okay, then I will just come by. No problem. Okay. Number 7, right? Wifi ti jam. Nakalo la. Jamal ko mba sen kan ni fo ni mara number din kala ne ina mena robe fare ko.
Kina
Number din na.
78
Ko ci ada ba.
78 58 662
Ada ba kala jana Fajara.
These are your own media. Do you want to tell us you don't recognize?
Yes.
Ama?
Let's get products from
Media Network. UDP Media Network.
Yeah, three of them. Yes, only three. Are they all too much?
All right.
Are they all too much?
Let him do this one. Mr. Zaidi. Especially no problem. Thank
Ladies and gentlemen of the press. This is going to be very quick. Please be careful about the fan. Those of you raising your cameras.
Sorry.
The party leader needs to get some rest after the voting. This is going to be very brief. One question from each of them. Guinea-Conakry is here, Zigansor is here, and some US media, and Senegal media from the region, sir. First question goes to Guinea-Conakry.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. Today, how do you appreciate the process?
Please.
It's too close, yes? Lord.
Yeah, but after you ask your question, no, please. After you ask your question, then the microphone can come. Please ask your question.
Okay. How do you appreciate the process, and how do you think the results are going to be?
Results will be political. Today, I'm forbidding politics. I can only talk about national unity, which we are promoting, and every Gambian to feed this country as the only country that has another country.
Honorable, so far, how do you see the process of the election? How do you think it will see? We've seen most of this opposition been strongly emphasizing free and fair elections and pointing finger to IEC. What's your view and your stand regarding to how things are going for now?
I have the greatest respect for the Independent Electoral Commission. So people may have their views, but I certainly have enormous respect for them. And as far as the process is concerned, I can only speak of one polling station, and that's my vote. So what is happening in other polling stations?
Yeah, what happened in the police station?
People that are out there, they like to vote.
Will you
last comment from the party leader.
At the end of the day?
Well, we are told that I have enormous confidence in the integrity of the Independent.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, the party leader will make a statement about the peace that is needed. He is going to make another statement about people turning out to make the vote. One wall of question. One question.
ñu ngi ak honorable Darboe naka nga gisee élection yi ak process bi ak ban message ñu am ci Gambia bi ko.
Message bi ñu ko solo parce que liñ bëgg a sax ci benn doomu Gambia war kaa def war kaa wax loo xam ne dañuy gis jafe-jafe ci réew mi tourism,
am nga confidence ci process bi.
Jërëjëf. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The party leader needs his rest, and we will come to you as the
Allah baraka.
mbadi wala mba suntulale janne asayenten den kabintu mola min ali alam ko pati lida abra diam kan jonali sole sayenten den mba kuntulale janne fo yar damande samurale na kanale ko de life